Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Bags and Banter. My name is Valerie, where I talk about bags and add in a little bit of banter, sometimes over coffee. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about my first luxury handbag purchase and why I'm selling it. I'm also going to talk about my regret. I had a Coach bag that I regret selling. So we'll get into that and what I ended up with as a result of selling my luxury handbag, my Coach handbag, and what's left. So if you are new here, thank you so much for joining my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. Please consider liking and subscribing as it does help out my channel. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. My first luxury handbag purchase was from The RealReal. I decided that I wanted to take a look at what they had to offer. I have seen videos comparing the RealReal experience with Fashionphile. I have yet to purchase any bags from Fashionphile. At the time when I was looking for a luxury handbag, I knew I was not on the market to purchase one brand new. So I did go to The RealReal and search their inventory and happened to really like the pricing there and the experience. I actually really did have a great experience with The RealReal. I purchased a bag, fell in love with it. The condition was, I think it was stated as good, although when the bag arrived, I really thought that the condition was better than stated. And it came here quickly, was shipped out quickly. The bag itself has been a great experience. And I want to talk about, before I show you what the bag is, I want to talk about why I chose this bag in particular. So I want to say it was right before spring, I had attended a conference in Palm Springs. And while I was at that conference, we stopped downtown and my coworkers and we stopped downtown and we decided that we wanted to get some date shakes. So if you're familiar with the Palm Spring area, that is one of the things that they're known for. They are known for their dates and incorporating it into desserts like ice cream, that kind of thing. Went in there and there was a young family in front of us. And the family was beautiful and all, but that's not what caught my attention. What caught my attention was the mother's bag. It wasn't a diaper bag, even though she had a young family. It was a quilted YSL denim Lulu bag. And I mean, I was stunned. I was like, that is a gorgeous bag. Now, at the time, I was on the hunt for a denim bag because I knew that they were on trend. They were coming back. Now, mind you, I've had several denim bags over the years. I've had a lot in the 80s. I think I actually had somebody that made me one out of old jeans. I wish I would have kept that one because when something's handmade and you know it's going to be good quality and it was probably made from Levi's, heck if I know. But anyhow, the bag is gone. The denim bag from the 80s is gone. So I was on the hunt for a denim bag and I knew, I'm also a Coach lover, by the way, and I knew that Coach had some really great denim bags out. Many of them were very similar to the quilted YSL Lulu bag, but I ended up purchasing the Coach, I don't think I'm going to say this right, so forgive me if I don't say this right, but I ended up purchasing the Coach LOD bag in denim with the chains and everything. And I'll put that up here so that you can see which one I actually purchased. And anyhow, even though I purchased that bag, I really thought a lot about that YSL denim bag. Now, at the time when I was trying to think about my collection and think about what I really wanted to invest in, I started to realize that even though it was a beautiful bag, the price point for a denim bag was just not worth it to me. I'm sorry if you feel differently and you're like, I have a YSL denim Lulu and I absolutely love it and I don't mind paying the $3,000 for it. Great, I'm happy for you. For me, I felt like that was a little bit too much. Coach's denim bags were doing the job. So I went ahead and started to look at what else YSL offered in the Lulu silhouette because I really liked that silhouette, really liked The the other one that I was really stuck on was the white Napa leather or the white leather YSL Lulu bag as well. So I was looking for white with gold, and I'll have that over here as well. Okay, so anyhow, as I was going through and searching YSL, I started to think about, you know what, even though I love the denim and I love the white and gold, what will I actually use? And I found it on the Real Real. And it ended up being a really great price point. And it was larger than what I had been looking at, but I love medium to large bags. So when I saw this YSL medium Lulu in black with black hardware, I was like, oh, I love that. Because for me, I love when things are a little bit more not in your face, like, hey, I'm luxury, this is luxury. I like it when it's a little bit more subtle. I don't know how I went from the denim Lulu to this, but this is the bag, my very first luxury purchase. This is the YSL medium Lulu bag, and in with black hardware. So you can see the YSL there. It does have the chain feature so that it can be shoulder carry. It can also be crossbody carry. And it has a magnetic flap closure inside. Now, this particular bag did have on the inside, it did have a little bit of staining, not too bad. Again, the Real Real said that this particular bag is in good condition, but when I looked at it, I felt like it was in better than good condition. So inside, you've got your back area here with a zippered pocket. And I added an insert in here because I wanted to protect whatever I could possibly protect on the inside of this bag. Then the bag has a zippered midsection here, and then an open area here where I added the second purse insert so that I would have different ways to organize and again protect the inside of the bag. And this bag's beautiful. I mean, it is suited me well. It's not super heavy, but the leather is nice and squishy and substantial. Actually, yes, it does have a squish to it, but because of the insert, it holds its structure. Because I knew that with this bag, it being my first luxury purchase, I was going to want to protect the structure. I was going to want to protect the inside, which is why I did put the inserts in there. So this is my first purchase. I love it. I think it's a beautiful bag. Why am I selling it? The reason why I'm selling it is because I started to notice that as I did my homework and my research on luxury and what I considered luxury, yes, there are a lot of luxury houses out there. You have Chanel, you have Gucci, YSL. I also, in my research, came across Loewe. And in a different video, I will go over my Loewe handbags. But as I got to know myself as a collector, I started realizing that for me, even though the YSL bag was black hardware on black leather, so it was a little understated, not as flashy, I felt like it was still a little too flashy for me. And I don't know if it's the YSL in the front, I'm not sure. And I'm the type of person that a bag does need to be practical and I need to want to carry. And what I noticed was even though it was a beautiful bag, there were only a few occasions where I wanted to take it out. So it wasn't like a bag that I had in my rotation weekly. It was something that I felt was a little too nice for work. And when I would go out to dinner, sometimes I found it to be a little bit too large. So that takes me to the bag that I regret selling. Because prior to this luxury handbag purchase, I went to the Coach outlet. I found this beautiful Claire studded bag that had a very similar silhouette to the YSL bag. Mind you, I bought the Claire bag first before the YSL medium Lulu. And the Claire bag, there's a picture of it. The Claire bag has a rectangular shape. It looks very similar to the Tabby. It has the gold and silver studding. It has the chain feature that would allow me to carry it crossbody or carry it on the shoulder. It was a beautiful size for going out to dinners. It felt like it wasn't super fancy for work. Yeah, even though it does look like it has more of the studs on it, it didn't really look like, whoa, here comes Valerie walking in with her luxury handbag. And I know I shouldn't care. I know I shouldn't care what people think, but I just felt like it was more me. It wasn't, even though it had studs, it didn't seem flashy. I don't know what it is about Coach bags that seem that even though they're super nice, they can be dressed up and they can also be casual. I almost feel like Coach bags are your best friend. Like they can be your ride or die no matter what you're doing in life. And so anyhow, bought the Claire bag, held on to that bag. Fast forward, bought my first luxury bag through the Real, had the YSL bag, had it for more than 6 months, and then decided, you know what? As I am starting to refine my collection and starting to get to know my personality and what it is that I want, I realized that of all the luxury houses, my love right now is for Loewe. I did sell that Coach Claire bag. Why did I sell it? Because I thought, well, now that I have my luxury bag, now that I graduated from the Coach Claire to the YSL luxury bag, then how often am I going to be using my Coach Claire bag? And so I sold it. And when I sold it, I immediately regretted it because I honestly, I could throw that thing around and it didn't look used. It didn't get scratched. Um, there's a part of me that feels like maybe I should go back and see if I can find it again. I don't know. I'm going to think about that. Let's talk about what happened after the Coach Claire bag sold and after I started realizing that the YSL just wasn't as understated as it is. It just wasn't going to be something that I was going to, want to grab and carry as often. So I also, through watching various videos, fell in love with some LA based handbag brands, specifically Hammett and Claire V. And I happened to find a Claire V bag that I thought, I'm missing a black leather studded bag that I would feel comfortable taking to work, that I would feel comfortable taking out to dinners, that type of thing. And so what did I get? So if you're not familiar with Claire V, they are an LA based brand. They have quite a few bags that are popular, and their most popular, in my personal opinion, is the Moyenne bags. But I happened to purchase the Petite Moyenne bag. So it's smaller than your typical, the Moyenne bag is a little bit larger than this. I don't have the dimensions or anything like that. But here's the Petite in the black Napa leather, and it does have the studs, and the studs are silver. And the hardware around the purse itself is gold. So you'll see that it's got the gold zipper, it's got the silver. So I felt like with this bag, I was still getting the silver and the gold. And then with Claire V, you get a nice little Claire V. It looks like a Claire V, like a little circle charm, but that's where they add their branding. And with this one, it definitely is a nice squishy Napa leather that it's really nice. And also with this one, I felt like I don't really have to be super precious with it. It's something that I can just grab and go. And for the size and the squishiness of the leather, you really can pack a lot in this bag. It does have a nice rolled handle, nice soft rolled handle that you can use for shoulder carry. And on this particular one, I added a different strap to it. That's the beauty with Claire V. They have a lot of straps that you can add to your bags to give them a different look. So, and another beautiful thing about this, well, let me show you this. So here I have the chain strap that I added to it, and the chain strap is a two-tone. And so I can go ahead and keep that on there. I'm just going to fix it a little bit here so you can see. I can go ahead and keep it on there and just to have something extra, little rock and roll. Or I can take the rolled handled strap off, and then I'm left with just the chain strap. It also does come with a crossbody strap. So it can be shoulder, crossbody. It can be crook of the arm too, if that's how you want to carry it. And yeah, so this is what I purchased to replace the Coach Claire bag. And I also thought, this is different. I am from California, so I thought it is nice to add a little bit of LA into my handbag collection. Claire V has a lot of different straps so that, if I wanted to buy an even shorter strap, I can take this off, buy a shorter strap, and kind of give this a like dumpling kind of look as well. Another thing that I love in particular about their straps is because their straps completely come off, very similar to Coach, I add this strap to my denim tabby bag. So again, I'll go over my Coach collection later, and then I will probably more than likely take this strap off and then show you how it can be added to my Coach bags. So I love when handbag brands have straps that can completely come off, because then I'm able to mix and match as needed, just to add a little bit of quirkiness. There's that word again. Yeah, so this is what I have purchased and kept in my collection because of the Coach Claire bag. Ooh, I really have to think about that. So I replaced the Coach Claire bag with the Claire V Petite Moyenne bag. This one I did buy on the resale market through Poshmark, and it came with this really cute pouch that goes right along with it. I can snap it on here. It matches perfectly. It's got that Claire V circle branding there. And again, it's got the two-tone. You can see the gold and the silver. It matches this perfectly. Sometimes I just take this off and add it to another bag as well. So I feel like I have a lot more versatility and I can change the look of this. I didn't show you the inside, but the inside of this is just one big opening. I happen to have it stuffed. I'm going to take the stuffing out so you can see, but it's like a denim color fabric and it is open. And that is one of the things I want to say when I looked at Claire V. One of the things that people mentioned is that they wish that there were additional pockets because it is just one big opening. This isn't a bag that I think that I would add a purse insert to. I mean, this is for the size, it really is just something I can just add my essentials in, throw them in there. I don't feel like I need a purse insert. And now that I don't have it stuffed, you can see how squishy it is. You can roll this thing, you can throw it in your suitcase, and the studs remain. And yeah, it's a fun bag. Do I still miss the Coach one? Absolutely. The Coach one had a little bit more structure to it. It did have the inside of it. If you're familiar with the tabby bags, the inside of the Coach Claire bag looked a lot like the tabby bag, but I was still able to hold quite a bit in that bag, even though it was more structured. So there you have it. We went over my very first luxury handbag, my regret of selling the Coach Claire bag. Maybe one day I'll add it to my collection. I don't know. And what I got in place of that through Claire V. And if you've made it this far in the video, I do want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.